Let's put this in perspective. Only move with God, so I move with his protection. High communication, he ain't about to miss a blessing. Smith and Wesson lessons.
You're locked in with Atlanta's hottest hip hop station. The Hype 87.3.
That's right. It is your girl, Tempa Mystic, and we are back right here on the Hype 87.3. And today, /Piff, what's going on? How you doing?
See more. I'm good. Happy 4th and all of that good stuff.
Thank you for being here. Good to see you too.
Thank you for having me.
100%. We did this before over there on Industry's Most Wanted, so it was only right that you came back and made an appearance on the Hype 87.3.
It was only right. I made it to the Hype.
Yes, most definitely.
I made it to the Hype. I'm happy to be here.
We hyped that we on the Hype.
We hype.
100%. So we're going to kick it off just like this. What has been your biggest accomplishment this year?
Well, I know we discussed it prior, but 6 years of 2-Track Friday for me. You know, that's a statement. That's monumental.
Yeah.
That's trophy season talk for me.
So listen, I know that's right.
Rights for me, you know. I made it 6 years, dropping every Friday. You know, I got a witness too.
You got your dad with you today.
YouTube documented witness as well, you know.
I love it.
So that's probably the biggest thing for me besides coming to meet Bigger Rankin and coming to meet you and doing Industry's Most Wanted. You know, it's not really just one thing.
100%. Yeah, you definitely got the opportunity. You were traveling from the basement with the OG.
Yes, indeed.
Definitely. And he's going to be back and forth because he's residing in Florida now, but he's going to be coming up here once a month still doing Traveling from the Basement from like the TIG studio and stuff. So if you ever want to tap back in with him, he's not, leaving the situation. He's just doing it more remotely per se, I guess you could say, which makes sense for him, because he moves around a lot.
I definitely get it.
Definitely. So you've been making music for over 20 years?
Definitely.
That's a long time, and you're still young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to keep up with it, but the older I get, it's like get a little nonchalant with it, try not to be so arrogant or cocky. But
trust me, I get it. I'm an OG, and some days it's like I don't want to do anything, but we got to get up and get to it.
I know that feeling.
How do you stay inspired through days like that?
God.
But God.
Just giving thanks and praying for it and asking for it.
Yeah.
Because, no disrespect to the ballers that's athletic, but I'm pretty sure, Mike didn't think he was going to be the best forever. I'm pretty sure he has some type of spiritual reach in some form or fashion, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Had to, you know 100%. What I'm saying, to maintain being that good that long.
That is a fact. What inspired your new single titled Perspective?
God.
Sounds like God's on the forefront of everything, as he should be.
Yeah, no bull. Like, no BS about it. Just being thankful to actually make it this far. So, I just found a dope beat that was Memphis inspired. I've been on my Memphis shit, man, for quite a while. That Pittsburgh-Memphis connection. And linked up this producer named Lilo Beats on YouTube, reached out, got the beat, wrote what I wrote to it, and that's what I came up with.
I love it.
It really wasn't premeditated or nothing. Some people, or I have as well, might write a song and then find a beat to put on it, or you know how that go. Basically, it might be premeditated, but no, I actually found the beat and just, when I wrote that, it was a rap. I had to just purchase it and go about my business and make it one of those, one of them.
I feel like that we all have a purpose for being here. And everything we do, we have to move intentionally with. In perception or in people's perspective can make or break certain situations, And I feel like whether we admit it or not, we all want to be perceived a certain way, but at the same time not giving a damn what other people think, if that makes sense. How does perspective reflect where you are in your life today?
It reflects everything. I'm a pure reflection of it. Like it symbolizes me being in a different place, in a different comfort zone. Like, I say I roll with God.
Yeah.
On the record. So basically, like, I'm really ignoring a lot of bullshit.
As you should.
I'm putting everything in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Family, God, make your money, take care of yourself, pay your bills, stay out the way.
Was there a certain something that happened in your life that changed your perspective to the mindset that you're in right now? Or was it maybe you had an epiphany, God was talking to you? Like, what changed your perspective to who you are now?
Honestly, Tampa, it was a plethora of things. All rap, and I was able to wrap them all into one.
Yeah.
Just being in the struggle, 2 jobs, trying to make sure I take care of what I need to take care of for my child and keep a roof over my head, pay all the bills and still try to manage this formula of chasing this dream or what have you, this mission from God, I believe. You know what I'm saying? To just stay on my pivot.
Absolutely.
The way I need to move. And you see I'm giving him the, you know, the most high praise in this entire interview since we begun. So just I got to give back to what he gave me. He gave me the inspiration to continue to keep going, no matter through the signs of my cousin that passed away or through the signs of my family that's living, that's inspired, that like my music, that love it, you know, that I motivate them. You know, my little brother was like, yeah, I was at the gym, you know, working out, bumping outside. That motivates me. Like, okay, I might need to drop something new so he can have something else to go to the gym with, you know. It'd be things like that.
100%. All glory to God.
All glory to God. Give thanks and praise.
And I feel like once we really realize how short life is, it definitely will change our perspective. Because something I've been heavy on, because I'm 52 now. I feel like I'm...
Don't look it.
Thank you. I feel like realistically, I got more years behind me than I do ahead of me. Just being honest.
I can respect that.
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people will say they're living to 80 or even 90 years old. That's only 80 summers that you get. That's only 85 summers. That's not that much if you think about it from that perspective. And I feel like when we start realizing that and looking like that, that perspective, man, we enjoy life and we let stuff roll off. Like you said, not dealing with the BS.
Yeah, you know, I'll be more looking forward to the next day.
100%.
I used to be premeditative. Oh, I'm going to do this in 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Then life hit you in your face and start lifing. God really don't like your plans because he got his own.
100%.
You know, so I try to, you know, lean on his understanding rather than my own.
When God calls us to do something, we have to be obedient to it too.
Oh, yeah.
We can't question it.
No, I know. It's funny you said that because I be telling myself, no, don't question nothing. You're not allowed to question anything, you know, so I definitely get it.
Your new mixtape, Outside, just dropped.
Yeah.
What for people who haven't heard it yet, what can they expect when they tune in and run through the tracks on it?
Some hard boom bap, lyrical trap inspired music because I'm a hybrid, you know, I'm not really like in one category, you know, I might make a boom bap joint inspired, I might make a, you know, a dark boom bap joint inspired, I might make some trap inspired, you know, I might do some Cali inspired, you know what I mean? Like it all depends on my mindset because I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I've been living in Atlanta most of my life, but I've been plenty of places. I've lived in California for some time. I've stayed in the Bronx for a nice little long extended visit, you know. I've been around, you know, been back and forth to Memphis, been to Texas, you know, been to Florida, been to some places to where I have grown comfort zones, Vegas, you know, the Carolinas, Virginia. You know, I've been blessed to be in certain areas to where I can have a comfort there, so I might latch on to what I like. I like California's music.
Yeah.
I've always loved
Me
Midwest
too.
music, Texas music,
Yeah,
not
me
just down
too.
south music, but certain places, New Orleans, Atlanta, Florida, all of that. So it's like, it's all about how I feel that day.
I feel like we can draw inspiration from everywhere.
Yeah, I don't keep myself from one category or one zone or one area. My mom always said, stay versatile. And it just so happened that became that way in my music, you know.
I feel like that's important because you appeal to a bigger audience. And that's the goal, is like you don't want to be boxed in.
No.
You want to have that mass appeal to where no matter where they from, if they black, white, young, old, whatever, you're going to appeal to the masses because that's what separates someone from being a local artist versus being a superstar.
Yeah, Outside's a real life mixtape. It's a beautiful mixture of everything.
100%.
You know, it's up, down, side to side, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of craziness that comes with that. You know, like some people got issues, but we just got to learn to look past that, you know, because I feel like people will look to certain people to seek validation, and we got to stop doing that. We got to live for ourselves. If we're not right with us first, we can't be right with anybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
So important. So you put out 3 mixtapes this year?
Yeah, Highest in the Room. I put that out January 1st, as soon as the year started. After that, I was able to put out No Baking Soda 10, Killer Selection, March 26th. And then I just put out, what was it, June 18th, June 19th, Outside. We here.
Man.
And to be honest with you, those are the tapes I was giving out for free. So, you know, now I'm back in the studio, back to the money now, back to the streaming, you know.
That
I gave out the free
consistency.
music of dedication because I left out a lot of Fridays. It was a lot of Fridays after I did the 6 years consecutively. I kicked back real quick. So I'm like, I gave out nice batch of free music because I don't mind doing that. I believe in doing that.
Yeah.
You know, so, and that I'm underground and independent as well. It kind of works for me. It benefits me in a way.
But it comes to a point in time where it's like, okay, this is not just a passion, it's a career move for me.
Yeah, then I got a lot of music,
I got to make some money off of it, too.
Yeah, and I got a lot of music, so I'm like, I learned from a lot of my favorite artists watching their interviews. You can't sit on that shit forever. Put that shit out.
Put that
shit out. You got to work effort that I got, you're going to make more.
Right. Right. That's why the same thing I look at, like I was saying earlier, yeah, I spent a lot of money investing new equipment and stuff, but I'm going to make it back.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
you don't miss that type of money. You
nah.
forget you spent it because you so happy what you got is working for you.
That is a fact. I feel like it's just properly preparing yourself for whatever the situation may be. Most definitely. You won Movement of the Year at the Hot Block Awards in 2016, which was a big moment for you.
That's what I signed myself with. The great Cheddar Rail. I don't like to really use the term late, but with the great Cheddar Rail, the great Paul Tutt, those brothers brought me in there. I signed myself, and I was able to bring my movement in it to help our movement, you know what I mean? So it was a big help because they was from out of Memphis, Memphis based, and when they came down here, they picked me and my squad up, which was RMG 893 at the time, Rock and Roll Music Group, and it was 4 of us.
It's plenty more than that, but they picked up us 4, and it helped make the movement bigger because now Cheddar Rail, who was from Detroit, but with the Memphis-based company I signed myself, he was able to move with us, with his squad, so it made us bigger. And then when they would come from Memphis, it was like that combination of the people that's already here, which was us, combined with them when they come here. So it was massive, and we did every show that Mike Myers told me to do. Every single one. Mike pulled me to the side and said, hey, look, bro, you really trying to do this? You really trying to work? I see you got your label, your company, you moving. And I was like, yeah, big homie, what you need? He said, well, I'm going to put it to you like this. Every show I get, every gig I get, I'm going to call you. And it would be some of the smallest places, some of the, wildest hole in the walls, some pizza places, some restaurants, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, me and my people, we was happy to be there, and he always made it worth our while. He treated us like superstars. So I was able to really, thanks to guys like Paul Tutt, Cheddar Rail, and Mike Myers, you know what I'm saying? Even my boy Polo Don Red, shout out to him. Thanks to guys like that, I was able to really experience being a rapper early. Like my late 20s and early 30s, I experienced all of that shit that come with being a rapper. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad, the ups, the lows. Like I was able to experience all of that. So it's like now I'm more in I shouldn't be this way because it make people question you, but I'm in a good space. I'm in a content place. Like this rapper named Joel Ortiz dropped an album one year called House Slippers. And metaphorically speaking, that's where I'm at in the studio. I'm not in there trying to, out-rap everybody. I mean, I know how good I am, but it's like at the point where you got a certain place in your brain that just want to make good music and want to vibe, you're going to do that.
Yes. I love that you're in a good season of your life. It's so important because it takes a weight off of you.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. I must admit, I didn't expect it. But, I look up and I look around like, okay, I'm not stressing the next release.
Man.
I'm not stressing the next video shoot.
Right.
I'm not stressing the next show. I'm not stressing nothing.
We have to give ourselves grace sometimes.
Yeah, I'm able to move at a good pace to where it's like as soon as I do something, people see it. At least my people, you know what I mean? So all I can do is grow the fan base more, but not try to go super. I don't want to do overkill, as that phrase goes. You know what I mean? I don't want to do no more than what I need to do. I want to do just enough to where I know it works for me, benefits me and my brand and the people that views me and listens to me.
100%. And you mentioned Paul Tutt. We miss you, Paul Tutt.
Miss the shit out, big bro, man.
Miss him so much.
He brought me in Memphis. I never forget. You accomplished more in one day than niggas from Memphis have done. Walking down Bell Street, and I reminisce on that shit like it was yesterday.
He was the first person to get me to come to Tennessee on music business. Like, I remember it. Like, yeah, I was like,
same here.
Paul Tutt was just that dude, man. And he just really, and he used to come here to my events when me and Bigger was doing showcases.
He kicked it at the house, met my dad. He'd have been in my personal studio, in my personal space, in my bedroom, kicking it.
He's a good dude.
He's a big person, but he was like a fly on the wall. You wouldn't even know he was there. Till you look like, Paul, you good? He's like, yeah, bro, I'm straight. Then get back to being on his phone, handling business, because he was always doing something. He never slept,
That's why it's so important that we give people their flowers while they're here, because
always
it seems though a lot of people now are checking out way too early. You know, a lot of it has to do with health issues and things of that nature, and that's why we got to take care of ourselves. And I say that to everybody out there. As we age, it gets a little tougher.
Yeah.
We got to take care of ourselves. We got one shot at life. Most definitely. Do you feel like being between Pittsburgh here and all the places you've been, does all of them influence what we're hearing today coming from you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what helps it become a mixture of music. You know, there's nothing on the tape sounds the same. You know, you got a joint on there called Dolph Shit. You know, when I'm rapping on a Dolph instrumental.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's called I'm So Real. You know, so I switched it and made it I'm So Hot. You know, and Traps and Trunks homies, they obviously heard the tape because he reached back out like, yeah, I like that Dolph shit.
Shout out to Kato over there at Traps and Trunks.
Kato reached back out like, I like that Dolph shit, bro. I was like, hey man, thank you, fam. You know what I'm saying? That put me in a good place. I'm like, shit, I might need to shoot a little visual to that or something. You know what I mean? I ain't know it was gonna be felt like that. I was just a huge Dolph fan, still is. So, you know, I like to do certain things that I feel like that's from my heart, not to try to like live off like the what's the word that I want to use, to clout all that shit.
Right,
like,
right.
Because, you know, Rollo fucked it up for everybody being Dolph fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might not see it that way, you know, even if he sees this interview and be like, you wrong, bro, you wrong. No, I'm not trying to dish you or be negative. I'm just saying as far as like the attacks that happened on him, you was showing Dolph so much love, it got to the point where his own people, Dolph's own people was like, all right, bro, you need to just fall back a little bit. You might be doing a little too much, and I don't want to come off that way. I'm a genuine fan.
Understood.
You know, so I ain't want to shoot no visual or no video for it. I'm not trying to gain no attention off his name. His family's still mourning, you know what I mean? It
Absolutely.
probably always will be. So it's like, I don't want to do that. I'm just a fan. That's all that is.
Absolutely, because when we lose somebody close to us, it gets easier, but it never goes away.
Oh, no.
Never, ever. I've lost my sister and my mother, and like to this day, I still have moments where I just will cry about it. And my sister passed back in 2012, my mom 2021, and it's like it'll always be there. You know, so like you said, giving the family a little bit of space and grace is important too, because they're still grieving. They always will.
Yeah, like that Snoop Dogg song, you got to take the good, the bad, the ups and downs, you know. And it's like now, you know, I don't let the guns on my big cuz. I just, you know, hit the ground and kept running for him. Like, shit, I got to run for both of us now.
Yeah. 100%. So outside of music, you're also you want to get into movies, to film and clothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually in movies and film, actually. I got plenty of movies and film just really on one place, though. It's all on YouTube.
What's the most recent one?
I Want In.
Tell us about it.
I Want In is about a rap artist named Bags who blew up with a song called The Bag Dance. Ended up getting a record deal with a guy named Mr. Party at Party Time Records. Had that song. It lasted for like 3-4 years. After that, he wasn't hot no more. So the label, Mr. Party, was like, hey, we need you to make more music. And Bags was like, okay. But he started making hood music, gangster shit that didn't sound nothing like The Bag Dance. And Mr. Party time like, look, nigga, I need songs that sound like The Bag Dance, or this shit ain't gonna work out.
Yeah.
So he pretty much dropped him and just made him a guy to go get him drugs. Like, oh, just go give me some cocaine. Here, I know you know where the dope is at. Just go give me some drugs, because you making more music for this company, it's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That's done. So basically, Bags hit the streets and was a rapper that actually fell off. So it makes it a dope story, because nobody has made a movie about a rapper falling off. You know what I'm saying? They don't show you the cons. They always show you the pros. They don't ever show you the lows. They always show you the highs. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to show the world a rapper that actually was signed and lived that major rapper life and fell off. He would go to the club. The DJs would be like, oh, that's Bags. He would blow the little bit of money he got. The next day he'd be broke back in the hood trying to find a come up. You know, he was trying to sell drugs, got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a huge experience for him in the movie, to where it's like basically he's just trying to manage being a regular person again, but still with the reputation of being a platinum selling rapper. Like, he was doing good, but it just didn't last long.
That's a dope storyline. Did you write the storyline behind it?
Definitely. Everything
That's
was wrote by me.
hard. When's the next one?
We working on I Want In 2 right now as we
Okay.
speak. We definitely hitting the ground running with it right now.
Do you want to eventually take it to like other platforms? We're talking
yeah.
Tubi, Amazon.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's just right now I want to, get the material made first.
Yeah.
Once I get the material together, because I'm a different filmer. Like, I don't like to just shoot one movie and then make it my focus to put it on something. I want to go ahead and get a bunch of them shot, so now I could search and see where I want to go. Because a lot of these content places, they want you to have a nice amount of content if you're going to work with them out. So I want to be prepared. I don't want to just have one movie.
Yeah.
might do good. They might, where's more? You know, we got this for you. We work that type of deal. Who knows? Because some people talk like that, some people don't. So I want to be more prepared to have more content than just to have one movie. You know, but I went into it's definitely on the way. We plotting on Flavor God too, because I got a movie called Flavor God. It's a mini movie, a short film.
Okay.
You know, basically about two potheads, one named Stone, one named Pot. They roommates, and they spent all their money and can't pay their rent because they want to get high. And that pretty much sums up that movie. And they trying to find the Flavor God. Because there's rumors that there's this weed man named Flavor God, but he's a mysterious weed man, but he got the best weed in the world.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But he's neither here nor there. You'll never find him. But his weed is in the streets. And when they bump into people, people say they know him, but they can't find him for nothing. So in their brain, they like, he don't exist. He's not real. Let's go see him for ourselves.
That is really dope because I feel like someone who's never been involved in the creative process of putting a film together, they don't realize how much work that goes into it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it is a short film, because you still got to coordinate everybody's schedules.
Yeah, this is definitely, like, that's the main reason that's been, you know, holding back. Like, I haven't been able to release maybe in 2 years since I went in, but that's the main reason it's been, you know, a difficult situation and task because we're trying to work everybody's schedules in.
It's so difficult. You know? And then you got to have a reliable team. You got to have people that are actually filming it. You got to have your audio person.
Everything.
Then there's the post-production. That's a long time to actually do the edits, and it's a lot of work.
I've edited my first film. Well, it was like it turned into a episodic mini movie called Pressure in the Drop. The very first one I ever did. It got like, I want to say, how many episodes? Like, I want to say like maybe 20, over 20 episodes. I have miscounted because it's been so long. But making a long story short, the first one I edited, it was like 3 hours. And I didn't stop. I was 3 hours nonstop on the Power Director app. You feel me? I did the first one. The next night, all the actors is with me now. All my cousins and my bros, even my dad, we all together like, okay, we just seen you do this one. Now we're going to sit here and watch you edit. They just in there kicking it. You know, it took another 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, this is serious.
That's how I feel like with the interviews, it takes me so much longer to edit them than it actually does to do them.
Oh, yeah, recording's the easy part.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
But so I'll dedicate certain days and times to where I'm like, okay, that's what I'm doing during this day and time is I'm going to knock out these interviews that I've done. Because, yeah, I could outsource it to people, but I'm like, for what? I know how to do it myself. That's going to be spending unnecessary money to pay them to do it. I can do it myself.
I know the feeling. I got to sanction time for me to, do my mixing and mastering on my music. So I know the feeling because it's very time consuming. People love working in the studio, but don't know how time consuming it is if you're on the other side, especially when you're dealing with the mixing and the mastering.
Man, time consuming.
Yes, it is.
What about the clothing line?
The clothing line, I'm trying to put something together. I got a lot of mixtapes. Over 100, so I'm like, I'm smacking this artwork on T-shirts. Speaking of that, you know what I'm saying? We got her moving and grooving, I brought you one.
Oh, dope. Thank you.
Hopefully you can fit it. I'm not going to lie. I was really just trying to surprise you. Like,
that's hard. I love it.
Too small.
No, that's perfect.
Well, this is definitely for you.
That's perfect. Oh, I like the material soft, too.
That's what's up.
Yes, that's hard. Let's show it on the camera over here so they can see it.
Yes,
Thank you.
Indeed.
I
Outside.
enjoy gifts.
Yeah.
I'm
glad to help you.
Yeah, I'll definitely wear it.
Help me, help you.
That's what it's all about. Help me, help you.
The last time I was here, the last artist that brought you a CD, I kind of felt bad. Like, I got to have something next time I go. So, yeah, that's definitely, some of the clothing right there. I'm just, just trying to smack mixtape covers on shirts.
Where can people purchase one from you?
You just got to reach out to me, DM me on Instagram, at Piff893. You know what I'm saying? Or reach out to me on Facebook, you know what I mean? Wherever you can DM me at.
What would you say has been like the toughest obstacle that you've had to overcome throughout your journey, because you've been doing this a long time, and I want you to share it because it may help somebody else?
The toughest obstacle through the journey is really just being consistent, want to do it, because it's like, I'll be honest, I had a conversation with my cousin and it was a little mind-blowing for him. My little cousin, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, taller than me, so I don't want to put him out there like he's just a little guy, but shout out to him, Crucial. He was like, so basically you trying to tell me that you can't, rap or make music like you used to? I'm like, I can. It's just, it comes with a vibe and a formula now. When I was younger, I was, young with vigor, like Sugar Ray told Quick and Harlem Nights. It's like now I'm more like Sugar Ray now. I want to just kick back and relax sometimes because I work so much. So it's like after I'm done working, if I have more free time, I would maybe want to make more music. But it's like it's all about the vibe now. I gotta literally like get into a zone. You know, if a MC or artist, a rapper, a singer, somebody called me for a feature, it'll be a different perspective then because now I can put myself in the zone of inspiration. Now somebody want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
that comes different. But when it's just me vibing, it's a formula behind it now. It's not just me just going in the studio recording 30 songs in a day or some old shit, because I've done some shit like that. You know, my cousin, God bless his soul, used to say, what type of nigga wake up and want to record a mixtape? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he wakes up, I'm going to do a mixtape today, and then actually does it. You know what I'm saying? So that was me. You know what
you
I'm
were
saying?
that guy.
Yeah, so that's why I was able to record so many. And it's like, I even had just asked the question, why do you record so many mixtapes? Because it's fun. It's more like practice. The albums is the hard part, because you got to get critiqued and criticized and judged about your skill level, your beat selection, your cadence, blah, 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 which is going to come with the game and the territory, right? But if you dropping a mixtape, you having fun showcasing your art in another place. Now, people was kind of looking at like, okay, dude, he could do this in his sleep. You know what I'm saying? He can do what he want to do. He's rapping on this style, but he's rapping on this style. But he's changing his flow. He's not rapping the same on every song. Okay, dude actually know what he's doing. He know how to rap. And then that's when I came to the realization, like, I'm doing this shit for fun. I'm not just doing it for music. I meant money. I want to make my money. I'm going to make my money. I'm a hustler. But at the same time, if you're not having fun doing it, you're not going to really want to do it.
That is a fact. If you don't enjoy doing it, it'll get put off and put off and put off, and you got to love it.
You also got to have an imagination.
Yeah, that part.
If you don't have an imagination, it might not work for you. And I got to give thanks and praise to the Most High Jah. He's blessed me to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful imagination. So, you know, you got to learn how to see things before it happens, see things that's not there, mentally manifest them and put them there. You know, I seen me at Bigger Rankin before it happened. I seen me at Industry's Most Wanted before it happened.
Manifestation.
You know yeah, so it's like you got to manifest these things. You got to see it before it happened, you know.
Could not agree more.
And you got to want to do it, last but not least.
Yes.
You got to want to do it and have some spiritual tie. If you're giving thanks and praise to Jah, Marasta. If you're giving thanks and praise to Allah, if you're Muslim, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Jesus, if you Christian, you know what I'm saying? Have some spiritual tie, some spiritual connection to the Almighty God, the Most High, because it's not going to work at all. And if you feel like it's going to work that way, watch how it don't work.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it's not designed to work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some spiritual ties.
It's bigger than us.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than
It's so
us.
much bigger than us, and a lot of people feel like they are bigger than the program, but then they wonder why things are bad for them.
Yeah, and then they want to rub that energy off on you. So, it's, you know, that's why you got those introverts like me that just really like to stay to yourself, you know, myself rather, because, like, you know, you give out good energy, you got to get that recharge, and they're not going to give you the recharge. They took all your energy. I'd rather my son take all my energy. You know, my loved ones. I'd rather that because I won't regret it.
Period.
You know?
If looking back at your entire music career, is there anything that you would change, or would you keep everything exactly how it played out?
I wouldn't change nothing.
Nothing.
Everything was great. Everything is great, you know. And I like looking back more. Y'all forgive me than looking forward. Not saying I don't like to look forward. It's just I got a story to tell. I got a lot of memories. I got a lot of looking back on, you know. And at this age now, I'm like, okay, I can reflect and think like, damn, I really got a lot of reminiscing I can do.
Do you share your age?
Yeah, I'm 38.
Okay. So I have to ask, you know how many artists don't want... I feel like growing old is one of the biggest blessings ever, because like we said before, some people aren't making it to your age or my age or your dad's age. You know what I'm saying?
I tell my youngins that, the young people that I know in my life, they like, oh, you embracing being old? Yeah.
It's a flex these days.
That was my friends are no longer with me, didn't make it to my age.
I lost my sister at 41 years old. I feel like that was so young. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same age my cousin passed away. 41.
Man, that's crazy.
Really get a chance to see much of nothing.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like you got to be thankful for the time that you have. You don't know what God got going on.
That is a
business.
fact.
You're a part of His business. It's not your business to know His business, because you're a part of His business. So I just go with the flow.
What is something else right now that perhaps you're working on? Maybe it's a goal of yours. It's on your bucket list that we can hold you accountable for.
Gangsta Grills, DJ Drama.
Okay.
Somebody call him. Get him on the line. Reach out to me. But I talked to his manager some odd years ago, and he basically just told me it's all about the money, you know.
Yeah.
You get the bread, you know. We can do some business with you. So it's really just about me getting my hustle on. I ain't one of these rich rappers out here stunting in the videos with the cash. But I fought for them, you know. When Jay-Z came out and was, you know, dissing people that was doing the money phone, I dropped a song called Money Phone and was the rapper that don't do it and stood up for every rapper that do it. You know, not to diss Hov, but I had to let him know, OG, like, hey, you was young with Vigor out here one time moving with money, talking about you had, you know, TVs and your Lexuses and all that shit. What do you think the difference is now? These youngins is showing what God blessed them with. They calling God with that money from, man. You don't know what's going on, so don't judge them.
Listen, I couldn't agree more. Something
so
that
I don't want them to see. I don't want you to cut you off.
No,
I'm sorry, but I don't want them to see this and be like, "Oh, OG judging us." No, I love y'all. I listen to Pooh Shiesty and all that good shit. Free him. I love y'all young boys that do that shit because when we was coming up, we ain't have money like y'all.
Right.
And I'm not a jealous or envious guy. I look up to it. I salute it. I root for it. I want you to keep going. I'm out there in the crowd rooting for the ballers. You know what I'm saying? And when I get my chance to ball, Lord willing, people do the same for me. But until then, it's like I'm not scared to root for people that's balling and winning. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I don't want people to take that the wrong way. But it's just I'm not one of them. You know, I'm an older guy. I stay in my lane. I make the music that I like to make. It's not a specific music neither. It's not a specific genre. I just do. I go with the flow of things. You know.
You don't box yourself in.
No, because I got favorite rappers from all over.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to T.I., UGK, DMX, Wu-Tang, Nas, Ludacris. Come on, it's like all that shit is mixed in there. You know, I like UGK, so I might rap on a Texas-inspired beat. Yeah. You know, I like Trick Daddy. I might get some Florida shit. You know, I like Snoop Dogg and DJ Quick. I might get some Cali shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just go with the roots. I go with the formula. You know, I'm definitely a huge Memphis fan. So 3 6 Mafia's music is definitely some of my shit that I'm always get an influence and motivation from. If I can find some 3 6 Mafia-inspired music until I'm able to reach out to Paul, you know, that's what I'm going to do. That's where perspective really come from. It's a Memphis-inspired beat, you know. This producer, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if he's from Memphis, but he make a lot of Memphis-inspired beats. Like every beat damn near is a Memphis-inspired beat from a Memphis artist.
Who is the producer?
His name's Lilo.
Lilo, okay.
Lilo Beats.
How did you connect with him online?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube, okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna, you know, sugarcoat it. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I was definitely, you know, smoking a good blunt on YouTube, scrolled, found the beat that I liked, just like J. Cole said he did, you know, and I wrote to it. And I was like, okay, I like it. Went and bought it. I ain't gonna waste my time. You know, got a vid, shot to it, coming soon, you know, so I just had to go all the way in on it, you know. What
is the legacy that you're working on leaving?
Well, you know, I just want people to know you know how to rap. He's very skilled. You know, hip-hop to me is in my heart and soul. You know, I love hip-hop itself, not just rap music or just the music business. Like, I've been trained and still training in the music business, you know. And as far as the terminology with rap go, I don't want to be misconcepted with that. I'm really a hip-hop artist. I just love the culture of hip-hop. So it's like I'll probably make music forever, but it might not be my main focus, you know, because I grew up looking up at the Ice Cubes and, you know, the LL Cool J's, the rappers, the Ice-T's, the rappers that knew how to make films, but go back and still make an album.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And still make a classic album.
Correct.
You know, after he just made Friday or some shit. You know, right. LL Cool J playing any given Sunday and still drop a dope-ass album. You know, Ice-T might be on TV with Coco with all sorts of TV shows, but still drop a dope song, you know, or hop on a dope feature or whatever the case may be. I want to move like that, like my forefathers. Man. Like the people that came before me. I still study hip-hop. People don't think like that or move like that no more, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I move like the ones that did before me. I'm using a stepping stone. Not saying it's necessarily going to work for me, but in a way it has, because I bet on myself with the films. You know, my second album, Pressure in the Drought, didn't do the best. I dealt with the sophomore jinx. I'm one of them artists. You know what I'm saying? Shit, in my opinion. You know, you probably got people like, what you mean? Your first album, you know what I'm saying, didn't do significant numbers. Well, I feel like it did better than the second one. You know, so when I got the second album, I said, what can I do to draw attention? I made Pressure on the Drop the mini movie. I just start, you know, I was up watching Fig Pen and Mirror, like, yeah, turn your phone sideways. Start recording. You know, Curtis Snow on the Bluff was an inspiration with that too. So I just went all in on it. So it's like, that's what helped me believe in myself that I could make films.
I got to interview him years ago. Shout out to Curtis Snow, man. We got to run it back,
Shout
man.
Out to Kurt, man.
That was a great interview that I did, man.
Kurt.
Yeah, that was super
Tell Kurt
dope.
I said what's up. I talked to him one time. He's a good guy.
But I feel like we cannot please everybody. Like you said, some projects may do better than others. Yeah. And it doesn't make a right or wrong because, hey, whatever your favorite drink is, I might say, oh, that's nasty. Or what my favorite drink is, you might say is nasty. It don't make it right or wrong.
Right?
To each his own. So it's like we can't look at it like, oh, man, this one flopped or whatever. No, it just didn't maybe resonate with as many people. That's okay.
It worked for me, though. I'm glad I thought that because I wouldn't have made the film or the other films behind it.
Exactly.
I'm glad I took that process in that way.
Right.
Because it made me go another route. Like, what can I do to promote this music, this album? I made this film, like, okay, let me keep making these. And it's like the more I did it, the more people wanted to go listen. It bumped up over the years because I made that film.
That's why it's so important to keep going, because you will eventually find what's going to work for you. Eventually, you keep throwing them out there, something's going to stick.
Oh, no doubt. And I start to notice, and I'm like, shit, people going to watch a movie faster than they listen to a song.
Yeah, 100%.
A movie lasts longer.
Right.
It's a whole visual with a story behind it.
Yes.
You know? That song gonna come on and be on for like 2 minutes, minute and a half now. Songs ain't long no more. Unless you want to listen to the Isleys or Bob Marley or something. You get you a good 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
You know, now with this new shit, everything's short.
So we've got the record perspective here. We're going to take a listen to it. Before we get into it, is there anything else that you have coming up that you're working on that we haven't talked about that people need to know about?
No, I mean, I do, but I'm like Trick Daddy with the gold teeth in the 90s. I'm on some old don't tell nobody. I don't want to say nothing. I'm a high ninja priest. What that means is I just keep everything low and just, you know, give high praise to the Most High God. I can't really tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody even know I'm here unless you gave. If it wasn't for that, you know, the flyer that we put out there, nobody wouldn't even know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I like to move. You know what I'm saying?
100%. No, we got to be mindful of that too, because there's some weirdos out here in the world.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the cut.
We got to protect our peace because that peace is priceless.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the cut.
So I know you give praises to the Most High. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been supportive of your journey?
Oh, my OG player, Pepper, my dad, that's with me.
He's with you today, and he's rocking one of the shirts.
Oh, no doubt.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? My parents as a whole, you know what I'm saying? My little brother, you know, my son, his mom, you know what I'm saying? My sister, her family, you know what I mean? And my people that been rocking with me, shout out to, you know, they don't really like to, you know, be shouted out, but they know who they is. My big bro, my big sis. My nephew, you know what I'm saying? That like I said, don't really care for, you know, that for their names to be shouted out.
Understood.
But shouts out to them. Shouts out to my dog that be shooting my videos. And shout out to E, who also be shooting my videos, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that rock with me know who they is, you know? One love to y'all. You know, the whole Progress ENT and everybody that fuck with me, I fuck with y'all. You know, that's for y'all.
Tell them where they can follow you out on your social platforms.
Oh, shit. Instagram, @Piff893. You feel me? And y'all can mess with me over there on Facebook. I'm trying not to cut so much. You know, Facebook is Piff, @Piff, you know, and I'm on all over YouTube. You know, my the best way to connect with me on YouTube is through my personal page, you know, the actual /Piff channel.
Got it.
You know, and long letter Gonzo.
Well, we're about to get into this record. I appreciate you coming back today. It was nice to meet your pops as well.
I appreciate you always.
Of course, most definitely. Go ahead and introduce the record for us.
Outside We Here, Perspective, produced by Lilo Beats.
Already, y'all stay tuned for it.
Come and see what all the hype is about. Tune in to The Hype 87.3.
Long little guns, hey. Yeah. See more, hey. Let's put this in perspective. Only move with God, so I move with his protection. High communication,